I guess I'm a bit I guess I'm a bit off time this time. I got some stuff to do today. All right. We will be seeing the first one, the creativity one, Mycelium Mycelium Mayhem. Oh, this is not a web game. Oh, and it doesn't have an it also doesn't have a Mac file for me to play. That's a shame. I would love to see it. No, I would say that most of the top game jam are usually a little like about 20 or 25, about in the middle of 20 or 30 votes. And that's and because the votes aren't that diluted, they can have a higher rank. For example, if you have 100 votes, 100 people have different opinion, and so they can give you like a 4 or 3. Usually these top score have a lot of 5 stars in it, like a lot of them. Oh, finally, a web game. Usually read the control. Okay. This is interesting. That looked nice. That looked cool. I like the effect of it. No credits. Interesting. Minimal menu. That's okay. Let's full screen this. Hmm. Oh, interesting. Using the lights and dark and such. That's not a technique many people use often. And I like the sound effect. There are varying pitch on the sound effect. The control is a bit interesting. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it does feel a bit floaty. Though I would say with the style, it is, oh, the walking animation has a lot of juice in it. Very, very polished. And the light too is very interesting how they do it. Oh, there is a foreground. Interesting. What's there? Oh, interesting. I like the use of light here. Huh? Interesting idea. Interesting mechanic. Can't lie, very interesting. Uh-huh. Very interesting mechanic to say the least. Very interesting. I gotta say, this is surprisingly. The mechanic is pretty cool. Oh, that's a save point. Huh. Not bad. Hmm. I think doing this, yeah, that's correct. Or up, depending on how you do it. Okay. Yeah, I can see. Oh, there's a sound for stepping in on this thing. That is very polished, I must say. Hmm. I think we're gonna have to dive. Oh, that's an interesting puzzle. So we can we go down? Oh, okay. I assume we got to do it here. Yeah, so we unstuck by the screen, the upper screen. Very cool. Very cool game idea. Though it is a bit of a hassle when you switch phase. It's more like a puzzle platformer. And puzzle platformer like these. Very polished. However, I can see a few problems with this. First, if you want to switch the light, like you want to change the light position, it will take a very long time for that. It will take a while for that, which may or may not be a problem. I'm interested on how they gonna tackle this design problem because hmm? Oh, beneath? Okay. Huh? Oh, interesting. They are introducing new mechanic at the same time. That's very cool. Huh? Excuse me, what? We're gonna have to replay it all over again? I don't like that. What the heck? The pressing R button is a bit infuriating, I would say. I mean, I know how this plays, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, it's bugged now. I really like how the game mechanic play out, but I can see there gonna be a lot of difficulty doing this. Because I can see some design problem with it already. Like for example, this is fine, but uh it is a bit awkward controlling the light around, I would say. And the reset is a bit broken. Okay, let's see. I'm interested on how how the program, the, the game dev in this game gonna tackle these design problems. It's not gonna be easy, I'm sure. Okay. Huh. You need to. Oh, so the solution is to. I see. Very satisfying, I'll say. Though I would say interesting. Okay. Huh. Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. A very interesting puzzle platformer, that is for sure. You can see why it get the second in creativity. Oh, you can do this. Very cool. Oh, how you pass? How? Huh? How did I pass? I have no idea. I very much like the concept of this. Oh, they use invisible platform here. Interesting. Programmer wise, this is pretty interesting. However, game is not always about programming. The control isn't that fluid yet, but I can see the potential. Mm. I would say the biggest problem with this, oh, so they're introducing new mechanic now, aren't they? Very cool. This is gonna be an experienced team doing this for sure. Oh, interesting. Very interesting approach. I see. So you have to teleport up there. Not a surprise, but I'll say this game is there's a lot of content here. This is gonna be a team working on it. Though I didn't see much of the foreground in the start, I'll say that one is pretty cool. Hmm. I like the animation. Twice. How many people work on this? I just have, yeah. Holy Jesus. That's just a lot of people. It has a lot of potential for sure. Hmm. What's this? This is new. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see what else have I done in the past. Not much. Hmm. There aren't much thing I can comment about this one. The only thing I will say is making a puzzle platformer is going to be very challenging going out to publish it. Unless you already have an audience for it. Not much people want a puzzle platformer. This one is cool, but I guess there aren't much of a puzzle yet. I guess. How do I say this? The game is pretty cool to play, but I wouldn't say it is a full-fledged puzzle just yet. There are already aha moments, but they're still missing some key stuff in there, I suppose. I don't really know what to say about this one. I'll say it's a pretty good one, that's for sure. Hmm. The game is fun. Definitely. No, the game is okay. Yeah, maybe I'm a bit biased here because I'm not really into puzzle platformer that much. But the puzzle here is still a bit. No, maybe it's just. I guess. I guess this is the game flow state and a bit of bug here and there, but I think the game is pretty good. I don't think I have any place to criticize here because the game is honestly pretty good with all the sound effect and such in the right place. If I have any gripe, I would say the game isn't really cohesive yet, I guess. Like I don't really know why the Mobius is there, for what reason. It doesn't feel, and that's the only thing I have to say about it. It doesn't really feel that cohesive yet as a game, but that's an easy fix. And the mechanic has a lot of potential. It's pretty fun, let's be honest. The only gripe I have with it is how the control work. But I can definitely see why they choose that type of control. Although it's a bit sloppy when you kind of run, but when you kind of roll, it'd be a much better experience, I'll say. Pretty good. Okay, next one. I don't have much to say here. The game is pretty good. Like the game is pretty flushed out. I would say there is a need of more uh puzzle because the one here is a bit too simple. Uh Puzzle most of the time are building to make it's really hard to make a good puzzle in a game jam because to make a good puzzle you need to uh try to let a player to go in a flow state and such. Because the only aha moment, I think there's only two aha moment in this game, which is the first one. No, it's not even that. After the first part where you teleport into the wall, and but that doesn't have really good visual cue for the player to know where to go because at the start they just don't know like Uh, I guess it's a very good game. I would say the control is still a bit, well, okay. That's a lot of control. Because this the the circle here, that isn't much of a visual cue. Uh, and thematically, the color is saturated, it's okay, but I don't really know the reason why the Mobius exists here. The Mobius strip exists here, other the fact that the mechanic is just going looping around. The mechanic I understand, but the Mobius strip, the use for it is a bit as a save point. I don't really understand why. I guess the game part of the game is pretty fleshed out. The other part, not really much, but those are easy fix. Well, I just might go and write some comments. Oh yeah, I'm just using the German keyboard system. An extremely polished and fleshed out game. The game is pretty great, to be honest. I love the mechanic. Mm, not the way they structure the puzzle, that's for sure. I love the mechanic and the way levels are built around it. Because it is not entirely a puzzle game like Mark Mind over Magnet. This is not also I would say it is also not exactly a platformer game because you don't really platform much here. It's somewhere in between, and truth to be told, like according to data that I search around, puzzle platformers that don't really have much of a need of a fan base or people who want to play them. Mark Mark might or Magnus sell because he already has an audience who will play his game. This one's not very much of it. I would say the character feel responsive and floaty in a good way. I understand the floaty part because they don't really go for precision very much. I understand the feeling, but yeah, there is much to be improved upon. Yours are feel responsive and floaty in a good way. What else? The the environment is meticulously crafted, very detailed, crafted and very detailed. Yeah, a lot of attention is paid to small details like land different landing sound and tiny. What they do add after. They do fix a bit of bug, but tiny effects here and there really makes the character feels alive. I think you guys are done a really good part in that. I want to point out a few potential play problems, I would say. First is the control of the light. Uh, the movement, like the way you move the light around, feels in normal walking mode feels a bit not fluid, I would say. The game feels very fluid from start to finish, like especially the rolling part, but in the walking part, like feels a bit trippy, I would say. Trippy are not very fluid, unlike when you are rolling. And the mechanic is really cool. The mechanic is really unique and offer a lot of potential for a puzzle platformer. This is something I would love to hear about your design decision, why you choose it to be that way. Like, for example, they can choose to, like, when they click a button, they can control the live separately. I think that's also work, but that will also eliminate the potential for the place where you can platform with, like, you can make some pretty cool, interesting trick, like create, like me just now, I platform with the light, like I go jump, I release the light, and it follow me, and I stop when I fall, so it creates a staircase above, I guess, kind of. It depends on which side you want to lean heavier in, like the platformer or the puzzle side. Two is, I would say the inclusion of the Mobius strip as save point. The mechanic related to loop, I understand, but the Mobius is a potential problem. They are just nitpick, really. But the mechanic related to the loop, do they reply? And yeah, they don't really reply. Yep, they don't really reply to people. It's okay. Not much people reply to my messages anyway. But the movement are a bit, I understand, but with the inclusion of the Mobius strip as the save point is a bit out of place, I would say. Third is the visual cue. At the beginning, especially when you first fall into the hole, there aren't much visual cues on what to do. On what to do. I fumbles around a while until realizing what happening. I think uh, I think a straightforward tutorial may be of help. Maybe of help. what to do, especially the save point, since it's covered in darkness and look the same as your surrounding. Again, this is a part where I would love to see which design decision your team decided to take. Overall, a very cool and interest and mechanic is that right? Mechanically interesting game. Ideas, fun. I would say 9 out of 10. It's not exactly fun. I think they can make it more fun. There are a lot of potential in it. I agree. Unique, definitely, very unique. Uh, Next we have execution. Game feel or polish, really polished. I would say I would give it a 10 out of 10. They are not overdone. They are just at the right place, I would say. The game mechanic potential, game flow, or difficult. This may need a bit change since the difficulty isn't that hard. Except very frustrating part where I have to go back to the start. That part aside. Oh yeah, PS. PS. When I restart at the first loop around or the first fall, breaking boxes fall, it forced me to replay the game, which which is not nice. That's a 9 out of 9.5 out of 10. The font is also unique. I would say the game is very good with a team of a lot of people, of course. Pretty cool. Oh, oops. Yeah, I haven't included the overall one. Let me do that. One more game, and I will have my own project. I would have to do 96. Oh, yeah, I can't download this. A music game. Mark is gonna be furious of this. He don't really like musical games, I'll say. Okay. Oh, it's a grid-based 2.5D. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, but wait, what? Okay, okay, very cool, very cool. Right. Oh, not that. Wow. You cannot do it both sides. Huh, interesting. Oh, I guess you're gonna have to go in side of it, and then no, no, this is on the other side. Oh, right, right, that exists. Oh, for God's sake. I like the animation, it's just really well done. Hmm. Very cool. Oh, so you got to go there. Wait, how did I got there anyway? I see, it's a bit. I think it's gonna benefit from a better lead-in. Though I still don't. I still don't have any idea how do you go about it. Definitely not like this. Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Huh? Since when? Interesting puzzle. I would say difficulty increased too fast. Okay, I see how this go. New mechanic, right? Right, and then I not that surprised. There you go. Interesting mechanic. Hmm. Oh yeah, I get it now. Right, right, you can do that. Hmm. Interesting, since it collide with space. Oh, I get it. You have to fall inside. Uh-huh. Very typical aha moment. Very cool, but I would say, are there any reason that you include three lane? I don't think it add that much depth to the game. Over here, I suppose. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, let me investigate. How can you go inside? Uh, by standing over there? by standing over there. No, you cannot. You still cannot. You have to go inside there. And what other ways you go inside there? Wait, you can't? I think you go this way? No? I got a feeling this should not be this is not the answer. Very interesting. Also, the game is hard. It's just hard. Oh, what? Very interesting. And a very interesting puzzle game. Yeah, a bit sleepy. Only three people. Interesting. Not bad. Wow, okay. Maybe I'm just bad at puzzle game. Uh, a very interesting game. If I have to give my 2 cents on it, I would say the flow is a bit awkward at times, like the difficulty isn't spanned out correctly to give the player that aha moment. It, it's kind of a bit hard to make a good puzzle in just 4 days. So I guess it is okay. But I would say the game lack a moment of like when people go aha. I say, okay, what do you have? They are studio. I am not surprised. Also, they lack the aha moment. Mm, I would say they haven't introduced to the player enough stuff so they can get that aha moment coming. It's a bit of a shame because the game is really good. Except for that, I don't really have anything else to say. The game is fun. It's a bit frustrating at first because you don't really know how to solve it yet. Maybe a better tutorial would help, I would say. The movement and such is really good, but I still want like I wonder if there are kind of a potential for it or something. I mean, the game is pretty fun, that's for sure. Like the problem with puzzle game is that it's really hard to make a fun puzzle game because you're gonna have to delve into it a lot. Like the levels must really be thought out and not just stuff a bunch of stuff inside. It looked pretty cool. Like the difficulty is not too hard, but the flow of it is not too much. Also, it's a very cool game. That's all I want to point out. It's just a better tutorial. The last one then. This one with a team of three. Look promising. Full release for the game. That's a lot of puzzle game. Mm-hmm. What? Huh? I'm not understanding what I'm supposed to do here. That is a problem. Oh, I see. You do that? Oh, this is main display. Interesting. I wonder how they code that. Yeah, I think I know how they code it. Very interesting. I still don't really know the logic of it. That's the problem. In a puzzle game, the thing you want the player to do is for them to know what the puzzle is about. Like every single piece of a puzzle, they need to understand it. If they don't understand it, it's not gonna make for a good puzzle. Uh, what? Oh, right. No, you can do that. That's okay, but that's the problem. You don't know how it functions. Like even this hello world, you still don't know how it functions. Because the player does not know how that works or how it functions, it makes for a very bad puzzle. A puzzle game aim, uh, what can I redo? You can do that. Oh, yeah, never mind. I would say a very cool game, but there's miss something is amiss, I would say. Like you need to tell the player how stuff is done, or else it's gonna be frustrating for the player to go around and figure out what the heck is going on. I suppose there you go. Yeah, you see? I don't know this exists. I don't know this exists. And I don't know. Okay, yeah. See, I don't know if this is hard work. That's the problem. You cannot make a puzzle without introducing the player to it. I have no fucking idea what the fuck happened. That's the problem. You cannot make a puzzle without telling the player what to do. It's just not probable. The it's very interesting for sure. Like the game, the concept of the game is pretty interesting, but even the first, this should be, no, this should not be the first level. The tutorial is a bit bad, I'll say. So it change color, okay. Very interesting. This should be the first level, or something like that. The first level is more confusing than like it's really confusing for the first level. The game is admittedly really fun, but okay, you gotta shrink it or something, I assume. A very small camera, but of course that would be the case. Oh, okay. Something in reverse then. Very cool. Hmm. Oh, there are five display. That is why. You have to layer these display. Interesting. I still have no idea how this function. The last two is a pretty good tutorial, but this one I have no idea how it function. The puzzle is a pretty tricky genre to make because one wrong move and you can't alien the audience gonna be puzzled. Like they're gonna question like what the heck is going on? You need to think through all the puzzle. Hmm. I still have no idea what's going on. Mm-hmm. Okay. I assume. I think this one is a better one. The first puzzle, my advice is to first remove the display because you don't need the display to solve it. So just remove it. It will let the player like the player is going to fiddle around on what you have given them. That's just how a player is. Very cool, very cool, but I would say there need a lot of stuff. This one built on the last one, which is good, but it's very hard to see. Okay, first, better tutorial. Explain to the player what the heck is going on, intuitively or not. Second, the level display is a bit finicky. It look very cool, however, I do admit that. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good tutorial. Yeah, am I gonna do that? A very cool puzzle. Very unique and cool puzzle. Like, it's an extremely unique and extremely fascinating idea for a puzzle game, for sure. Game. The use of overlapping cameras and such are fun and are fascinating. The music is really, it's okay. It's not bad. Let's see the trailer. This is not a good trailer. This is not a good trailer. Uh, This this is not a good trailer. A good trailer should need a hook, like some kind of hook from the start to hook the player on what your game is actually about. Like you don't need to, but how can I say this? Your game really need a hook, like show the player something extremely interesting, like uh the tree maybe I don't know, like moving something around, shift the entire screen or something. That is pretty interesting. This is not a good trailer. A good trailer should show the hook at the start and then introduce from the beginning to a climax. Something about that line. The use of overlapping cameras in place are fascinating. Really cool puzzle. I love a few puzzle like the tree one. The tree one. It really blows my mind off on how it works. However, I also want to point out a few challenges on making a puzzle game like this. One, understanding. A puzzle game is built on understanding the concept of it, even is understanding of the concept of it. The harder a concept is, the bet the better a tutorial should be for the player to understand it. And for a game like this, the tutorial should be extremely polished. Not really extremely polished and thought out. Imagine Baba is you or Viewfinder without the first few levels. So, the concept of viewpoint and overlapping display are inherently simple but hard to grasp because there are too much moving part in a single puzzle. Like how a part behave after moving. For example, in a multiple display setting, how a part behave after moving a display is how to say this? It's hard to guess because when you move something, a lot of other things shift. This is the main challenge of puzzle game like this. You're gonna have to make a very good tutorial for player to guess. The less player understand it something, the more they gonna not going to do it. As simple as that. Understanding. I would love to see how you guys tackle this design problem. Two, a bit of a side note. The This is a gameplay video, but yeah. Oh well, if it's not a trailer, then that's okay, I guess. Mm-hmm. Very interesting, I guess. Yeah, that's all. Overall, a solid puzzle game. Idea, I'll say, fun is about. It's not fun yet. Potential. I can see a lot of potential in it. I assure you, unique, very unique. Uh, Execution, the game feel or flow, the game feel or polish. I'll say very polish for a game like this, but under, not too polished yet. The game flow or difficulty definitely need PS, including a math problem in a puzzle game is fine. It's generally fine, but your tutorial really need to improve so that the player. A puzzle game is built on the understanding of how two things work, and then let the player combine them together to find a solution, the so-called aha moment. Therefore, it's important to understand the concept or the underlying working of something. The harder a concept is to understand, the player to get, mm, I'll say it's very unique. I understand why it is on the on the top games for creativity. 16.5, this is 8.5. Well, I guess one more, and then I go. Oh, I have work to do. I said that look like a horror game. I don't like horror game. A puzzle game. The moment someone say the game is hard, this doesn't mean the game is hard. It just mean they don't really have a good tutorial for it, which is the same. Which is a shame because yeah, I cannot play this game. That's sad. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, I like the sound. I don't think any landlord would say that, but okay. I hope you're pretty good with photo editing. She had a commission, Am. I don't think. Yo, I heard you were struggling a bit with your commissions. I saw in some sneak a sheet into your file. You should the commissions right now a little. Okay, copy. I don't think your best friend would say this. Don't forget you can copy from one command space on another. It's a bit unnatural, I say. Mm-hmm. I love emotion. Very polished. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. Okay, I can. Oh, interesting. Let's try. Oh, I like the moving of it. The sound is a bit awkward. I cannot use Control C or Control V here. I guess. Oh, okay. It it delete everything else. Not what you want. Oh no. No, you have not. What the heck? Okay, how do you do that again? Very interesting. Oh wait, let's try this. I wonder how they detect if something is done or not. That does not look convincing. Let's see. I wish there is something to help this. It was a very cool concept regardless. I think it's gonna be one of the Mark choice of the year. Mark top game or whatever this is. Uh, this is definitely gonna be one of Mark's favorites. I'm sure of it. The other two, I don't know. I don't think so. This one though, 99% is gonna be. Let's see how this go. Very interesting. Huh? Excuse me, what? I have no idea what is happening right now. That's interesting. Maybe some bugs? I did say change. Whatever. Oh, export. That is interesting. You know, I'm not an expert in this. I'll try, I guess. I haven't used Photoshop for a very long time. And I definitely know this is not how Photoshop work, I'm sure. Give him an address, maybe. That would be fun. Oh no, what? I can't zoom it out? What? Wait, I can only, no, I think I can paste a bunch of other things, right? A bit unwieldy, I guess. Nah, that's not gonna work. You know what? I'm gonna give him a fish head. I mean, why not? Yes. I wonder if the AI, if the game is gonna detect that. This look pretty interesting, don't you think? Let's see. I wonder if they're gonna recognize that. Yeah, they don't really understand that. Okay. This gonna be fun. Yeah, this is fun. This is very fun. The easiest way to make the player feel fun is to just give the player some creativity, like space to get creative. I can definitely see this gonna be my favorite. No doubt about that. Like I'm gonna bet with you that's gonna happen. I wonder how the AI is gonna see this. There you go. Let's see how this go. Oh, they know? What the fuck? Damn. Hmm. I'm gonna paste a bunch of Taylor Swift here. Yeah, using Mac, I don't really use control that much, more like command. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to do that again. I wonder how they recognize something. This is so creepy. This is fun. It's definitely gonna be my favorite. Very fun. Very fun. I don't think this gonna be I don't think this have the potential to be a full-blown game because uh maybe there is actually. What? What? Uh, okay, little guy, I will. Just in a goofy way. This is really fun. The easiest way to be fun, to a game to be fun, is just to make the game very creative for the player to play in. Like, the more you can make the player be creative on their own, the less you have to do. Let's see, that's low effort. Let's see if the AI notice. Eh? What? That's a very bad edit. I'll take it. Oh, I see. This is gonna be fun. There you go. Oh yeah, I posted the wrong thing. Oh well, that. Hmm. I like the animation. Very cool. A very cool and honestly quite remarkable game. I'm definitely sure it will be one of Mark's favorites, no doubt about it. Yeah, I think this one will be the last one. With the ratio glitch one, I guess. There aren't much. I love every single second playing through this game. There aren't much to complain. However, I do have to tell you a few things. First, first is the Control Z. I think you know this already. And the second thing is, this game is not just gonna be hard to be able to export. like as a full game. The idea, oh great, but this game is really is not really no, it's not gonna. It's going to be really hard to this game idea is going to be really hard to be export as a full game on Steam to be published. Yeah, it's just a great game overall. It's going to be really hard to be published as a full game on Steam without much going on to it. I also love how the AI system works on detecting whatever is happening in the photo. I don't, I have a few guesses on how you did it, but congrats nonetheless. For the game on Steam, this boils down to a problem of how do I say this? Compatibility. I would say like the main problem I don't think I'm gonna see this game on Steam is that it doesn't really have much going for it. Mm, not having much going for a game. How do I say this? The gameplay is cool and people are going to sink their time editing, but without a compelling hook, it's going to be hard to uh, publish this game. But if your goal is to make a fun game, I really do look forward to see how you solve this problem. But if your goal is to make a fun game, then congrats. This game is super fun. Overall, a really fun game. Ideas, say fun. I'll say 10 out of 10. Potential, a little less, 8 out of 10. Unique, pretty unique in this jam. Execution. Yeah, I think we have been doing this for about 2 hours. I should start to go work on my project. Gameplay, game feel, polish, really polish. 10 out of 10. Game flow, difficulty, really good. Mm, yeah, that's all. A really good game overall. There are some plays I would say have gripes about, but overall, a really solid game. Okay, last game of the day. Yoshin game. Is this a bunch of people working on it? Oh, never mind. It's just two. Really cool. A puzzle platformer. It's not going to. It's going really hard. It's really hard going to fail. What's this? Is this a party game? A party game like this is gonna hard to compete with the mainstream right now, which is the I forgot the name, but there is a very popular game that you can purchase and play with your friends right now. Like there are about 8 or 9 right now version right now. I don't know, but it's going to be really hard to compete. I'm interested on seeing what they're gonna do. Okay, XTV, interesting. The movement is slow. Okay, interesting hook. Why aren't they killed then? Huh? Interesting. What? Can we have a skip button, please? The the animation is nice. I like the polish of it. Story-wise, this is plot armor. Oh, the buff is gone. Okay. Excuse fucking me, what? What? Oh my god. A very fun game idea, I would say, but this is not how you want to be a game. To make a game. It crash every 1 minute. Alright, that is fine. That is generally I like that. I like okay, yeah, fuck it. But the problem is you don't have a goal. It is a hard game, okay, but you don't yeah, start to crash. You don't really have a goal either. Extra fucking excuse me. The game's idea are okay. 2213. Okay, I get it. I hate this. This is a very unique game, I would say, but it's gonna be really hard to make this in a full-fledged game. Okay, what the? Where should I go next? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna crash soon after. 1 minute is too punishing. I would like the game, but I can't. It's really hard because the game are based on progress. Losing all that progress is not gonna be fun. That's impossible then. Okay. I have no idea how to proceed. I assume this is the only way. Yeah, the problem I have with the game is it's very punishing to play. Uh, uh, the difficulty isn't good. I don't really like the game. There is something like, mm-hmm. Okay, on the seven. Yeah, they're not mine. There's only 100 or so here, I guess. Wait, mine is included? I'm dumb shot. Oh, there it is. Uh, the overall is 3,000. Not bad for mine. Yeah, that's all for today. See ya.